Are you ready to move your career forward? Make your comeback with Purdue Global and get college credit for your work, school life, or military experiences. With these credits, you may have already completed up to 75% of your undergraduate degree. You've worked hard to get where you are. It's time to get the recognition you deserve and earn a degree you'll be proud of, one that employers will trust and respect. When you take the next step in your life and career, make it count with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback at purdueglobal.edu.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for up to half the cost. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular's single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
You know that feeling when you walk into your home, take a deep breath, and feel new? Well, that's what it's like to use Clorox Scentiva. Because Clorox Scentiva smells like coconut, cleans like Clorox, and feels like energy. It'll elevate any cleaning routine to not just clean, but also make every room smell like a tropical coconut getaway. Discover how Clorox Scentiva's powerful clean and refreshing scents can transform your space. Get yours in coconut or other fabulous scents at a nearby retail store.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See detail.
Hey listeners, it's Jenny. This month we're heading back to school and we're taking you along with us. For all of September, we're bringing back some of our favorite Womanica episodes you might have missed. You'll hear me and some talented guest hosts share both iconic and underappreciated stories. And there's a twist. Each week is dedicated to a different school subject. This week, we're sharing women you should be learning about in literature classes. Their words created impactful stories, changed minds, and preserved cultures. And their stories go beyond the same people you remember from the standard literary canon. So, on to the show. Hello, from Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. Historically, women have been told to make themselves smaller, to diminish themselves. Some have used that idea to their advantage, disappearing into new identities. For others, a disappearance was the end of their stories, but the beginning of a new chapter in their legacies. This month, we're telling the stories of these women. We're talking about disappearing acts. The ability to capture the rhythms of spoken word and transmute that onto a page is a rare gift. You have to be very quiet, comfortable slipping into the background, hear the different beats in people's voices. Today's Womanican has that gift. She introduced new ways of thinking about Black America, womanhood, and slavery. But she completely disappeared from public life, until very recently when she appeared briefly through the written word. Let's talk about Gayl Jones. Gayl Jones was born in Lexington, Kentucky in 1949. Her father, Franklin, was a line cook, and her mother, Lucille, was a homemaker and a vivacious writer. In her free time, Lucille read stories she'd written for the family, subtly encouraging Gayl and her little brother to use their imaginations. Gayl began reading and writing early in childhood thanks to her mother's love of the written word. Weekends with her grandmother, a local playwright, further nurtured her talents. Gayl's grandmother would invite friends over, and in the backyard, everyone would tell winding stories about everyday life. There was a rhythm to the way her elders spoke. This is where the young writer gained a true affection for storytelling, despite her shy nature. Gayl began her education in segregated Black schools, but later her mother arranged for Gayl and her brother to attend the white, academically rigorous Henry Clay High School. Though shy and one of just a few Black students, Gayl excelled academically. She caught the attention of a teacher who introduced her to the writer Elizabeth Hardwick. In a way, this was the beginning of Gayl's literary life. Hardwick helped arrange a scholarship for Gayl to attend Connecticut College. From there, she went on to receive a doctorate in creative writing at Brown University. Ever quiet, some of Gayl's professors attributed her meekness to arrogance. But really, Gayl was observant, incessant in listening to the pulses of speech and writing them down. Around 1974, Gayl's work found its way into the hands of then up-and-coming editor Toni Morrison. Upon reading one of Gayl's manuscripts, Morrison said, "No novel about any Black woman could ever be the same after this." That novel, Corregidora, was published in 1975. Gayl's debut awed readers. The novel follows a woman in Kentucky who's a descendant of both enslaved people and a Portuguese enslaver. Gayl called it a blues novel because it communicated the good and the bad all at once. And it included her signature, a rhythmic cadence. The material in her novel was raw. The language was, too. She turned African American vernacular English into a song. Corregidora was an investigation of the unique trauma of enslaved women written with a ferocity seldom seen before. The novel solidified Gayl's place in the literary world until her second book, Eva's Man, was published. Critics loathed the novel. They said the brutality depicted made it dangerous. But Gayl defended her book. Her characters, she explained, were contradictory and ambivalent. When she wrote freely, exploring the social and political world she lived in without judgment. Several years after publishing her second novel, Gayl met her future husband, Robert Higgins. He was an unpredictable man with far-ranging and violent fringe beliefs. His volatile behavior and trouble with the law estranged Gayl from her university and literary community. One day, Higgins brandished a gun at a pride rally and was arrested. The backlash against him was so powerful he fled overseas. Gayl went with him, disappearing into the noise. While in exile, she never made a statement, but she spoke through the written word, publishing 3 books of poetry. After a few years, the two quietly returned to the United States. Gayl remained hidden from public life, but she published 2 more novels. The first, The Healing, became a 1998 National Book Award finalist. Despite that, Gayl remained solitary, refusing to join in the literary fanfare. Her blues novels contained all she wanted to say, the bad and the good, all at once. In 1998, Gayl's husband died by suicide after police were alerted to his stateside return. The spectacle and media surrounding his death led to what was assumed to be Gayl's final exit from society. She stopped publishing her works, and many of her books fell out of print. Outside of PhD courses and niche literary journals, Gayl's industry-shifting work was all but forgotten. Until 2021, when Gayl surprised the world with a new release, Palmares. The novel is about the last settlement of fugitives from slavery in 17th century Brazil. The story is winding, pulsing, and bluesy as ever. Palmares was a triumph and a 2022 Pulitzer Prize finalist. Since this return, Gayl's manuscripts have once again hit the shelves with a steady flow. But Gayl chooses to remain living in Kentucky in solitude. She doesn't take interviews and doesn't speak to those outside of her very small inner circle. In the silence, Gayl works her gift, transmuting the rhythms of spoken words onto the page. With her most recent releases, Gayl reminds us that her work speaks for itself. Thanks for listening to this best of episode of Womanica. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Join us tomorrow for another one of our favorite episodes honoring the back-to-school season. Talk to you then.
Make empanadas at home in 3 easy steps. 1. Open the Goya empanada dough package. 2. Fill with juicy, spicy chipotle chicken or your favorite filling. And 3. Bake until perfectly crisp. 3 easy steps compared to the 1,872 steps it takes to climb to the top of the Empire State, or the 7.5 million steps it takes to walk from coast to coast. See? Making homemade empanadas with Goya empanada dough is easy. Find it in the freezer section. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.
There are some things that are too good to keep a secret. Like how your Amex Platinum card helps you have the perfect trip. I'd like to check into the Centurion Lounge. Or how it seems like you always get those hard-to-snag tables.
Ooh, yum.
And how you get the most out of select can't-miss events. With access to the Centurion Lounge, Resi Priority Notified, and Amex card member benefits at select events, you'll have to share. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
For 25 years, Brightview Senior Living Associates have been committed to creating a vibrant culture and delivering exceptional services, making Brightview a great place to work and live. If you're looking for a rewarding opportunity to serve your local community and grow, we want you to join our team. Brightview Senior Living is growing and actively seeking vibrant associates to join our community teams, including directors, healthcare, activities, hospitality, and dining. Apply today at careers.brightviewseniorliving.com. Equal employment opportunities. Text BV Jobs to 97211 to apply.